Arc salute to you all out there. So yeah, you may notice that this video is really short. That's just because it's the prequel to day one. Because I forgot to record an intro for it, and I already made the video. I already put it all together in this new software that I found called Splice. So I'm using that to put the videos together, and it works fantastically. It's literally just like YouTube Capture. I can put all the videos together and then save it to my camera roll and then upload it to YouTube from there. So, and it just works a lot better, and it's less crashy. I can just make the thing without having to like name it and do a description and untab stabilization. You know, it's just a whole thing. But anyways, so here's day one, and I wanted to explain to you guys what happened because I didn't get footage of really, like, I didn't get footage of everything that happened. So what happened was we woke up at the hotel where we left off in day 0 at like 4:44, I think is what I said it was. And then after we got on a shuttle at 5:30 to go to DIA. And then I found my band group. It wasn't everybody because we had to break up into 3 groups. We had to break up into 3 like different planes at different times. So I was in the first one. That was very early in the morning. And so we took off. We landed in California around like 11, or no, not 11-ish, like 9, 10-ish. We got our luggage, and then we went to the beach for like, what was it, like 5 hours. It went from 11 to 3, so that was really fun. We got lunch at this burger place. I didn't get footage of that, and I got some footage of the beach. I couldn't get much because I was in the water, obviously, so I couldn't get that much footage, but I got footage of some awesome yoga that some of my friends were doing, and just what the beach looked like. Then after the beach, we went to the hotel, so I got some footage of that. And you may notice that some of the footage is like kind of down low, and it's nothing like, it's not really showing anything. It's just because I was just trying to catch conversations and record what I could. So that's actually what a lot of the videos are going to be like sometimes. So, and I apologize for that if that's just like really boring, but yeah. We stayed at the hotel for a little bit. People showered because we were just at an ocean. So, like I said, everyone was kind of salty, you know. And then after that, we went to go get dinner at this place called Medieval Times. And I'm going to talk about Medieval Times for a little bit in this video because, my God, was it amazing. So if you don't know what Medieval Times is, like, because you've never been to one, you need to, like, find a place and go to it because Medieval Times is, like, it's a restaurant. But it's more than that. And it's not like you just sit down and eat and, you know, talk to your friends and all that. No, it's like an actual arena. So you walk in and it's like a castle, kind of. It's not really a castle. It's just kind of like a lobby area that they made to look like a castle. And there's like a weaponry and they show you all the horses that they have and all that. And it looks fantastic. I was absolutely astonished by all that. And they sort you by crown color. And as you saw, I was red and yellow, and that signified other stuff later that I'll talk about. But here, I'm gonna touch you guys down so I don't have to hold you. And there we go. Okay, so they give you a crown color. I have a red and yellow one here. I'll actually go grab it real quick. I still have it because I freaking loved this place. It was just fantastic. So here it is. You get this little crown that you get to wear, which signifies it's really small now because I made it really small. You get to sit at this table with, and again, I'll explain what that meant later. But anyway, so you walk into this lobby, and at one point they like kind of call everybody to kind of explain what's happening if you don't already know what's happening. And they do special events that are happening. It just so happened the sister of one of our band members, there we go. Nope, that's still too small. It was really small on me during Medieval Times, but I really didn't care. But okay, so the sister, it was her birthday, and so that's why she came up, and I got footage of that. And it was funny because the person who I was standing in front of was one of my freshmen, and her name is Emily, and so we thought that she was going up there. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay, anyways, and so we thought she was going up there, but it turns out she wasn't, obviously. But yeah, and then so they walk you into they don't walk you in, they bring you into this arena. And you sit down at your respective table, and we had number 8, and as you can see, we had like the whole row was like clarinets, which was awesome. And it just so happened that my section leader and I were sitting together because in our little section we're known as the king and the queen, just because like we're the seniors and the section leader. But anyways, besides that, so they sit you down and they talk about what's gonna happen, like all the food that you're gonna get. Then they say no photo, no photography as I'm taking a video. So it's like, oh well, crap. I was trying so hard to get video. I really wanted to get video of what was happening because it was like they had all these events because there were like 6 nights. So there's so of course it's like an arena and it's a circle. So then there's the west side and there's the east side. We were on the east side with blue, red and yellow and green. And that was kind of like the band side because there were a lot of us. But yeah, and so you're represented by the knight of your color. So we had red and yellow. And they do all these games, and it's amazing. There's like jousting. They do stuff with lances and all that. And then the princess gives the knight flowers to throw into the crowd. And my sister actually caught one, which is awesome. But anyways, so then after all the games that they have, or well, then they do the lancing part after they do all these like fun little games. And the lancing it's pretty great. It's a little fake and iffy, but you know what, that it kind of has to be. But yeah, so then after the lance, there's a sword fight between the 2 knights that just battle it out in the lance, and then so they battle to the death. And it's so cool. And our knight was doing great. Our side was like winning, and then some of our guys got killed. And it was between red and yellow and black and white. And those were like the 2 rivals because we were like sitting right across from each other. And so we're there. I'm realizing that they need to have a final battle because we can't have 2 of our own guys because what we had left was black and white and then red and yellow and green. So it was 2 on 1 for our side, if that makes sense. But I was like, our guy's gonna die. And I loved him. He was so fantastic. He had like the longest hair. He was amazing and he was doing so well. And then of course, as I predicted, he did die. But it was a very honorable death, and then black and white and green faced off, and it was a huge battle. There was like, he had like, I think it was like the green had a mace, and then black and white had a sword and a shield, and like, he'd swing the mace, hit the shield, and it was just so loud. There were like sparks flying everywhere with like every hit, and this happened in every fight really, with like the sword fights and the mace and sword fights and all that, and oh my god, it was just so amazing. I was in awe the entire time. I was yelling. If you couldn't tell at the end of it, I was losing my voice. But yeah, so then green eventually wins, so our side won, and then there's there's the evil guy that comes in, you know, because they gotta have like the evil side of the story, and then our guy, green fights him, and it's just this huge epic fight between 2 of the royal guards, Green Knight, and then the evil guy and his 2 like goblins, I guess, and they have this huge fight, and it's just, oh my god, it's so amazing. Like there's been no better experience that I've had in a restaurant type thing. It was just so incredible. And then after that we went back to the hotel, and that was kind of the end of day 1. So anyways, here's the video for day 1, as long as you're watching it in the playlist. So yeah, day 1.